Welcome all for the webinar series. Today we're going to see about network analysis, two-port network. Two-port network. So if you have seen the two-port network, it consists of four parameters. It is one of the main heart of the two-port network subject. It consists of the four parameters. What are the four parameters? Z, Y, H and ABCD parameters. The ABCD or another name is called as a transmission line parameters. In that video, it will tell about very shortest method to solve the problem of these parameters only. It's not cover about much theory in this in the video. It will going to teach you very simplest method to solve the problem of Z parameter, Y parameter, H and ABCD parameters. It is look like the alphabetic order in reverse method. Z, Y, H, ABCD parameters. Okay, let's see. We're going to see about these parameters. Okay. So first one, Z parameters. So Z, so it consists of 2 into 2 type of the matrix. You have look here, 2 into 2 type of the matrix. So V1 and V2, after that Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 into I1 and I2. So like it is a matrix about formations. Okay, so here how it is come, this is a general equations, V1 equation and after that V2 equations. So V1 means Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Similarly this one, from the equation is a matrix is a form 2 into 2 of the matrix. In that one Z parameter, it is a normally open circuit type of method to use the solve the problems. Open circuit method you can call it. And I1 and I2. I1, I2 is called independent variables and V1, V2 is called dependent variables. So easy to can remember. So I starting here I1, I. So I independent, I1 and I2. So I will come. So independent variables V1 and V2 is independent variables. That's all. Then here further one more point here, how to find out the Z1, Z21. If I have see here the equations Z11. So if I have see the Z11, so Z11 I needed means V1 divided by I1, V1 divided by I1. So what about here, this I2 is equal to 0. Similarly Z21 I needed means this I1 move the opposite side. So V2 divided by I1, so I2 is 0, that's all. Similarly Z22 I needed, so I2 you can move opposite side, V2 divided by I2. I have written here, this I1 is equal to 0. So like it is written about that, a very simplest method. The next one, Y parameters. What about Y parameters? The Y parameter is just opposite to the Z parameters. Y parameter is just opposite to the Z parameters. So it's yes, Z parameter is O means Y parameter is more opposite. See here in the matrix 2 into 2 matrix form. So V1 place is replaced into the I1. So V1 V2 is replaced I1 I2. I1 I2 is replaced into V1 V2. That's all. So here is a formation of equation also same. I1 and instead of that one B place is a replace into I place is a replace into B. Remaining is the same ditto. So here what about dependent variable and independent variables? Previously I. So I1 I2 is a I1 I2 is a independent variable means I1 I2 here is a dependent variables. P1 V2 automatically it is a independent variables, like that's all. So easy to remember. The next one of the method is a H parameters. H is called hybrid methods. So what is hybrid? So these two Z and Y is hybrid. You have see that one Z first equation is the V1 yes written. Then Y parameter second equation is I2 yes written. The combination of these two. V1 I2. What is the remaining two variables? So V2 is the remaining. I1 is remaining. That's all. You can take I1 and V2. You have take two. You can write the equations H11, H12, H21, H22, I1 and V2, I1 and V2. That's all. So here about that, this is a V1 and I2 is one pair, I1 and V2 is another pair. So I1 is, I told, I1 means independent variable, remaining one is a dependent variable. Okay, formation of that matrix, that is important. So left hand side is what is there, V1 I2 is there, then H11 H12 H21 H22. So like you will go to write, so remaining what is there, I1 and V2, I1 V2. Okay, like you will go to formation of that ones, H11 H21, that is the same. Similarly you have seen about that eject methods. Then next one is the ABCD parameters. ABCD parameters, it is similar to that one H parameters, but here you can that one I2 instead of I1 will come. So V1 I1, okay, then A B C D, then V1 B I1 is there, means V2 I2 is remaining. So formation to the matrix, V1 I1 A B C D, V2 I2, here is a minus. Minus means it will come on that, this place is the minus will come. Okay, you will going to solve, you can see detailed about the problems, easy to, you will going to understand, not to take it as a much complicated to think about in your mind. It is the very simplest method. So next slide, it will explain you how to solve the problem. Yeah, you have seen that one. This is a slide is explain you how to solve the problem in simplest method. This is a steps is given, very simplest steps. It's a steps procedure, you can say. It is given. First one, you can see about the eject parameters. So eject parameters, what are the three steps is given? Step number one, first one is okay, here apply KVL, step number one. Okay, here is a possibilities type of the problem. Okay, number of the loops, maybe they will ask you 2 loop, or maybe they will ask you 3 loop systems. Here only one thing you can keep in your mind, they will going to give for that one is I1 on the one side, left hand side, I2 they will going to give the right hand side. If they are given for that I2, they will going to given, means don't change the assumption of that current, as it is. Left hand side I1, right hand side I2 is given, means as it is you can going to proceed. The central loop is remaining, you can assume as an I3, you can proceed. Okay, so you will going to mention I1 I2 and center is I3, equal to proceed. The step number one, what you want to do now, you can look at first one, apply KVL, then find out the first loop equation, second loop equation, then central loop of that equation. 3 loop equation you will going to find out. Then third loop equation, it does not come with any source normally, because it's a central loop, no source voltage. If it is coming, you can use. Okay, it does not come with any source. Okay, in the case, what you will going to do, from the third equations you will going to find out the I3 value, find out the I3 value, because I1 I2 I3, so I3 value you will going to find out that third equation. This I3 values you will going to substitute to the first equation and the second equations, you will going to substitute on that ones, then you will going to get the V1 value and V2 value. The problem is over. Very simple of the 3 steps. Step number 1, apply the KVL of the 3 loop. 1 2 3 you can write. Third one is come with a no source, so from that one I3 we will going to find out. After find out the I3, substitute into the equation number 1 and equation number 2, then find out the V1 value and find out the V2 values. So now you have V1 and V2, then compare with the parameter form, then you will going to write. The next one is you can go for that one is Y parameters. So Y parameter, little bit we want consciousness first, but a very simplest method means remaining 3 parameter. First step is, what is the first step? You can look, complete the Z parameters. Z parameter, what you have found, V1 V2, that one is you want to find out for that first point of the remaining parameters. So complete the Z, V1 and V2, complete the Z, V1 and V2, complete the Z, V1 V2. So this is a remaining parameter first point. So little bit you can need consciousness on the Y parameters. So step number 2, what is the step number 2? So you will going to find out, rewrite to get the I1 from V1 of Z. Here is the V1 equations you found. The V1 equation you will going to rewrite to find out the I1 value. After find out the I1 value, substitute to the V2 of Z. V2 of Z you will going to substitute, then you will going to get the answer. In the answer you will going to rewrite to keep it on the I2, rewrite to find out the I2, that's all. It is similarly I2 you can do. So I2 you can substitute into the V2 of EZ. After that one is the your I2 value you will going to substitute into the V1 of EZ and rewrite to find out the I1. So this is a point you want a little bit on the conscious, but it's a very simplest one. Only you are going to follow the procedures. Okay, don't take much confuse in your mind. While solve the problem, you will going to learn about easily. The next we can come into the ABCD parameter and H parameters. So you have come to the ABCD parameters. Only 3 steps, simplest step. Complete the H parameters. Then find the I1. Here you will going to find the I1 from V2 of EZ, not V1 of EZ. Here is what is written, V2 of EZ. Then substitute this I1 into V1 of EZ. So you will going to find the I1 from second equations. You will going to find out, after find out these equations, okay, substitute into the first equation V1 of EZ. So from in that one, rewrite to find out the V1. That's a very simplest one. So when you have go through the H parameter, it is similar to that ABCD parameter. First point is similar. Second point is instead of I1, you will going to find out the I2. Find the I1 instead of I2. That's all. From same V2 of EZ. Then substitute this I2 into V1 of EZ. Same. Then you will going to find out the V1. So ABCD parameter I1 and V1 you have found. H parameter V1 and I2 you will going to found. So it's a very simplest method. Only you want to consciousness more on the y parameters. This line procedure you have no. The problem is very simple. So let's we will going to solve about that z parameters. What is that one? 3 steps you want to know that one. Step number 1, apply KVL. Step number 2, find the I3 from the third equations. Then step number 3, this I3 substitute into the equation number 1 and 2 to get the V1 and V2. So let's you can see this one problem. The problem is given in the problem. First one, step number 1, apply KVL. So here is I have assume I1, assume I2, and then third one is I3. Then I have written the KVL of the equation number 1, 2, 3. I have written. Then third equation, the center is no source. So from that one, rewrite to I have written the I3. I have written this is the fourth equation. Fourth is substituted into the 1. Fourth is substituted into the 2. When I will going to substitute into the 1, I will going to get it. I have substituted in the I3 place. Yes, this is the place I have substituted. Then I will going to get it the V1. Similarly, fourth is I substitute into the second equations. I3 place. I will going to get the V2. Then I will going to substitute this V1 and V2 into the matrix formations. Then I will going to get it on that problem z parameters. The problem is over. So next one is y, a, b, c, d and h parameters. So you want to solve up to this point. Then you want to proceed further. So we're going to see about that another parameters. So this v1 and v2 directly you can write. Okay. I will take about the same problem to solve on the remaining y parameters, ABCD parameter and h parameters. We'll see first ABCD and h parameters, then back to the y parameters. So ABCD parameters. So first what do you want to complete? Complete the z parameters. Yes, I have completed z parameters. I have written the v1 in the equation number 5, v2 on the equation number 6. First step is over. Second step, find the I1. Find the I1 from V2 of Z. Where is the V2 of Z? Equation number 6. From that one, I2 I need to find out. Sorry, I2 or I1? I1 I need to find out. I1 I need to find out. From that V2 of Z. Yes, I have found. So keep it on 0.8 I1. Remaining is you can move on the other side. Then I1 only I needed. Yes, I have written. Equation number 7. Yes. Then next what I want to do? Substitute this I1. Yes, this I1 to V1 of Z. V1 of Z means this fifth equations. Okay, substitute this one into the fifth equations. Yes, which place I1 place I want to substitute. Yes, substituted, simplified. I have written 8th equations. 8th is what is that one? 8th is V1. Yes, V1. Then 7th is what? I1. Yes, I1. Then how to substitute? V2 minus I2. V2 minus I2 you can substitute. Yes, I have substituted V2 2.75 minus into minus, this is already minus, so here is minus, so plus 2.5. The next one, I1, where is I1? Seventh equations. First what I needed, V2. V2 is, what is that one? 1.25, substitute. Then I2 is the, what is that one? Minus 1.5. So minus into minus plus 1.5, that's all. So ABCD parameter is over. So you can keep it on the summary of that ones. Complete the EZ, find the I1 from V2 of EZ. Sixth equations. Then after that substitute the I1 to V1 of the EZ. Fifth equation you will going to substitute. Okay, so next one is a H parameter. You have see the summary, the same three steps, similar method. Complete the EZ parameters 5 and 6. Find the I2, previously I1, now I2 from V2 of EZ. V2 of EZ means 6 equations. You will going to find the I2, 1.2 I2. Remaining equation you can move that side. Then I2 only I got right. 7th equations. Yes, I got written. This I2 is substituted into the V1 of EZ. Where is the V1 of EZ? Equation number 5. Substitute into the equation number 5. Then I2 place, where is that one? This is a place 0.8 into substitute. After substitute this place, okay, simplify. I will going to get the V1. So substitute into the equations V1 I2. You will going to substitute V1 I2 I1 V2 I1 V2. Then substitute that one V1 1.6672 I1. Okay, then V2 is a 0.664. Then I2 equations. Yes, in that one first I1, where is I1? Minus 0.666. Yes, substitute. Then after that V2 you can substitute. That's all. So ABCD and H parameters is similar. Previously step number 2, I1 you have rewritten from V2 of EZ. Here is a I2 you have written. So I1, here I2. V2 of EZ. After V2 of EZ you will going to return I2 or I1, that is substitute into the fifth equation V1 of EZ. That's all. So now you can go to that Y parameters. So this is the Y parameters. When you have execute the Y parameters, the summary should be keep in your mind very clearly. Okay, what is the summary? Step number 1. Step number 1, complete the EZ. Yes, I have completed the EZ. 5 and 6 is the EZ parameters. Okay, EZ is completed. Then step number 2. What is the step number 2? Find I1. Find I1. I want to find out the I1. Find the I1. Okay, step number 2. What is that one? Step number 2, find I1 from V1 of EZ. Where is a fifth equation? I want to find the I1. Yes, see that fifth equation 2.2 I1 I have kept here. Then this is a move that side. Then I1 only I needed, I have written. Yes, I have found. Then after that substitute into V2 of EZ. Substitute this I1 into the sixth equation. Okay. Substitute into the sixth equation. I1 place 0.8 into this one, substituted and simplified. Yes, I have simplified. Then what is the third point? Rewrite to find the I2. Rewrite to find the I2. 0.91 I2 only, keep it constant. That is move that side. Then I need to rewrite then about that I2 only. That's all. Similarly, okay, find the I2 from V2. Find the I2 from sixth equations. Find the I2 from equation number 6. Yes. After that one is from that sixth equation, I have found the I2. The I2 is substituted into the fifth equation. Yes, fifth equation I have substituted. This is a fifth equation. I2 place here 0.8 into this I2 substituted. Then simplify. Yes, I have simplified. Then rewrite the I1. I need I1. So 1.672 I1 only. Keep it this side. This term is the more opposite side. So V1 minus this answer will come. then I need a only I1 1.67 to move to that opposite side. It will come in the denomination side. So simplify, I got simplified equations. Then now you will go and write I1 dot by I2, I1 dot by I2, V1 V2 V1 V2 0.598 minus this one, then I2 value here, first V1 value and V2 value. That's all. So only you want to know about that procedure. Okay, this is I have written in the summary of that ones. Just you note down this ones, you will going to solve the problem easily. The next method is there. What is the next method? So two loop method. So two loop method. The two loop method, I have the same problem I have used to work out on that ones. Okay, this is I will like to give you homework for you. Okay, the same procedure used to you will going to solve on that ones. Z, Y, H and the ABCD parameters. So this is about the two port network simplified method to solve the problem. The next webinar series I will going to give you the explanation on the detailed about what are these two port networks. So this is a webinar you will going to understand about how to solve the two port network parameter Z, Y, H and ABCD parameters. So in that one what you want to know, so this first slide information of the matrix, then second slide of that one you need the procedures. That's all. Thank you.